Hello students, as notified earlier that we will be having a series of lectures as a part of lockdown academic activity. So in this series of lectures, I will be covering unit number 3, communication. In this video, we will see the basics of communication. So what is communication? Communication means transfer of signal from one point to another point, say from point A to point B. So if you are transferring any signal from one point to another point, that is called as communication. So the signal can be anything. It can be audio, it can be video, it can be photo, or any kind of signal. So that's the basic definition of communication. Transfer of a signal from one point to another point. So in this video, we'll see the basics of communication. So this is the model of communication. So what are the things involved in communication? So the best example to understand communication is the call which we make using mobile phone. So we are sending audio signal. Say if I am making a call to my friend, that means I am sending my voice to my friend. So I am transferring the signal, my audio signal to my friend. So this is the best example to understand the communication. So the model of communication is, first there will be an input. So let us say input is audio signal. So we have some audio signal as input. So this is a physical signal. So this input is taken to input transducer. And this input transducer, what it does is, so whatever the input signal we are giving, it's an audio signal, it's a physical signal. So that physical signal has to be converted into electrical signal, and that work is done by the input transducer. So input transducer converts the input signal into electrical signal. Now this electrical signal is transmitted. So it is transmitted by transmitter, and this one is transmitted through a channel. So this channel can be anything like a wired channel or a wireless channel. So wired channel means, so the signal is transmitted through wires. So that's what we see in the case of landline phones, and it can be wireless also. So it's a channel. So then whatever the signal is there, that is received by the receiver, and here whatever the signal is here up to here, it's in the electrical form. So the receiver receives the signals in the electrical form. Now that electrical form signal has to be converted into again a physical signal, and that work is done by the output transducer, and whatever the output we have here, again it will be the audio signal. So the same audio signal which we had given as an input. So up to here it is an electrical signal. So here the electrical signal is converted into the audio signal by the transducer. Now during the transmittance in the channel, so there are possibilities that some noise may be added to the signal. Some noise is added. Now how to eliminate the effect of noise? So to eliminate the effect of noise, so here in this process, in the transmitter, so a process called modulation takes place, and this is what we will be studying in detail. So here in transmitter, so modulation takes place. So what is the need of modulation? So whatever the signal, input signal is there, that signal is very weak signal. It's a very weak signal. So this weak signal is converted into a strong signal. It is converted into a strong signal by a process called modulation, and this topic modulation is the major part of this unit, communication. So what is the need to increase the strength of the signal? So the reason is that whatever the noise is added in the channel, if the strength of this signal is more than the noise, then the effect of noise is eliminated. Otherwise, the noise will overpower the signal and we don't get the intended output. So to understand this one, let me give an example of a classroom that suppose the teacher is standing in front of the board and he is delivering a lecture. Now if there is a student who is sitting at the back bench, now whatever the signal the teacher is giving, so that will reach the student sitting at the back bench if whatever the students in between the teacher and that student are there, if they are not making any noise. So if they are making any noise, then the noise will be added to the signal of the teacher and the backbencher will not get any signal. So we have to eliminate the noise, or we have to increase the strength of the signal. If this teacher starts shouting, if he increases his amplitude and frequency, then the backbencher will get the signal. So that's why modulation is required. That is, the increase in the strength of the signal is required to reduce the effects of noise. So this is the basics of communication. This is the model of a communication.